That's it. Gotta make a choice. Welcome back to Resident Evil 7, everybody. Last time, we rescued Mia, and we rescued Zoe. We made 2 of the serums, but one had to be used because Jack intervened, and we had to defeat him with one of the serums. Now we gotta make a choice of who to take. This impacts the story, and if we want the good ending, we have to cure Mia.
It's fine. It was foolish thinking I could escape.
But Zoe,
Go! Both of you just go!
come with us. I'm sure there's someone who can help.
This is not home. Apparently I belong here.
I'll send help.
Don't bother. There won't be anyone left to help!
Ethan? Thank you.
Who the hell else was I gonna choose?
Ethan.
Mia, I know you've been through a lot. We need to talk. You had something to do with all this, didn't you? Look, I just want to know the truth.
Ethan, I honestly don't remember.
Try. Is that the boat? How the fuck did that get here? You're okay. What the hell was that? What the fuck? What is that? What is that?
Mommy. This way.
Ethan?
We are, in fact, in control of Mia now. This is a segment where we're playing as her. Remember that ship that was detailed in that note that Jack wanted to investigate alongside Lucas? This is that same ship. It seems like this ship holds the key to a lot of the mysteries surrounding what went down in the house. And what happened to Mia. There's got nowhere else to go. I say we investigate. Crouch down there. We keep moving forward.
Ethan? Ethan!
Ethan, apart from being taken captive, he is looking pretty worse for wear. If you notice on his watch, his vitals were pretty bad. So here's hoping we can now rescue him after everything he's done for his wife. I'd want to believe his wife can do something for him. That's what marriage is, right? Saving each other. Maybe. I'm not married. Open this door. Into the boat. Into probably the spookiest and scariest place we've seen since the cellar of the house. keep forgetting to call it the processing area, because I know it's technically the processing area, but it's a cellar, it's a basement. This place is crawling with mold and oozing black fluid. Or it's just the water is very stank. I mean, it's a rotting ship with rust in the middle of a swamp. It's gonna get black and, like, terribly messy. Seems like the mold's already getting to Mia again. She's hallucinating.
What was that?
Just like Ethan, we can run with Mia, but she's still pretty slow, and I expect it more to be because we are entering a bit of a cinematic area in the game. But still, I would like at least the option for repeat playthroughs to at least be a little bit faster. Less terrifying. Looks like whatever's causing this mess is trying to terror us still. Because now it's showing us human forms of this mold. Like, intrinsically, these are just human bodies. Stuck in their final moments and all. Like, we're really meant to be terrorized here. Someone's trying to torture us, if that's what they're displaying to us. But, despite all that, they're gonna make us move forward. We can investigate items, but there's not really much to them. That right here we can't interact with. There's a launch we could interact with, but I want to investigate this door.
They're dead. They're all dead. What is it? The engine room. What the fuck are you talking about? She killed them all. Fuck. What the hell is going on? We need some weapons. Is there any weapons on this ship? I don't know, but... Look, let's go this way. Maybe we can get out of here.
So she seemed to have killed everyone on this ship. I'm assuming that she is responsible for everything involving this mold. Maybe this belonged to the crew. Let's head down. Down a little crawl space. Nothing behind us here except pipes. And as serious as a moment this is, I'm reminded of the pipe screensaver that old Windows computers used to have. And I feel like I'm dating this because this is still like 90s, early 2000s levels of screensavers. Over here is an antique coin. They're still gonna hide it in these areas, so we still have to be vigilant for them. Where else to go but down? This subsection has a few little areas we can go to. We're gonna go to this area first, because I believe it still contains something we can find. Yep. It's a locker with something in it. It was a guy. He must have been hiding from something. She's not my child. Not covered in blood, but pretty much engraved in rust by scratching out the paint off of this wall, I think. At least that's what it looks like. Got a file here. Crew register. Captain, Ed Carlisle. Chief engineer, Paul Fitzgerald. First officer, Giovanni Finetti. Second officer, Clark C. Walsh. Mechanic, Dwayne Chalmers. Communications technician, Jim Stockman. Physician, Gerald Waddle. Speaking of last names, considering this actually does go in tandem with, like, finding out more, like, named characters, I actually got Clancy's name wrong. I kept trying to call him Clancy Jarvis. In the end, it actually is Clancy Jarvis. I originally called him that, and I mistakenly thought that was a typo. No, this whole time it was supposed to be Clancy Jarvis. This game just made an error. She's inside me, she's inside everyone. Hunting. Opening this door. We're outside again. Not much to investigate. Because we've got paintings we can look at, but we can't necessarily get close enough to them to actually look at them. But we do have one painting we can investigate. LNG tanker Annabelle, built 1987, deadweight tonnage 71,000, length 948 feet.
Settle down, little girl. Settle.
Are you remembering?
What? What are you?
Seems like something that little girl wants us to remember. But as with everything in here, she's just going to disappear without telling us. Seems like we have to look for it ourselves. Trying to be extra careful here because, again, this is a one-off area we won't be able to return to, so whatever can be, like, found here is a one-time thing, and you don't want to miss it. We are going to be here for a little while, though, so be sure to explore as much as you can. But do try to not forget where everything is. Another guy we can't interact with, but he is very much well and dead. Exploring here, there is definitely something here. Yep. There's an antique coin. We're going up.
You said we could be a family.
What are you talking about?
You said!
Wait!
I'm tired of waiting.
Just like a child to throw a tantrum, she's gonna start hiding from us. We can't get through this door. It's locked and we need a fuse for it. We also need to be extra careful because there's molded in here. We can grab a chem fluid from here. That's one Parvanine we can make herb with. And there's the molded. Got nothing to defend ourselves with, but we need that fuse from that fuse box, so distract him away. Get him over there. Let's get here, see nothing. Grab the fuse. Where are you? Well, here might be a mistake. Can't go through there. Let's run. We could go explore here further, but I say we move on. It's dangerous enough as it is, and I don't want to make a bigger danger ourselves since that thing's already following us. Get out. Close the door. Close the door! Wasting my time. We'll have to kill it later. It's locked too. So many stairs. This door's not locked. She's right here.
Watch it.
What? Why?
You need to remember, so we can be a family.
Yep, there's a lot of, like, monsters trying to hunt us. Are we sure we want to watch this now? Can't find somewhere safer to watch this? Guess not. We're watching this now.
Alan, you're getting worse.
She must have infected me during the attack. And I'm too far gone anyway.
but it serves me right. It's my fault she got out.
Yeah, it is your fault. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna let you die.
She didn't attack you?
It's part of her imprinting protocol. I can't believe this is happening.
Here. Take it. It has her tissue samples. You find her. You fix this.
Okay, Evie, where are you?
So it seems like we have a name for that little girl now. It's Evelyn. Or Evie. Special Operations Division Director Alan Droney and caretaker Mia Winters. Recent reports suggest that if Evelyn remains at her current location, she is at a high risk of being stolen by opposing organizations. Your orders, therefore, are to transfer Evelyn to our Central American branch for safekeeping until further notice. During transfer, you will adhere to the following protocols. Act as parental guardians for Evelyn at all times to avoid suspicion. Manage Evelyn's vitals via the genome codex provided. If the mission is compromised beyond reconciliation, dispose of Evelyn. Guess that explains machine gun ammo. Seems like she got Alan pretty good. So I guess unfortunately we're following the protocol of we need to hurt, or we need to dispose of Evelyn. In our inventory, we still get all the same items we could have gotten, including the supply boxes and the coins. But since that's technically DLC item, okay, I'll be upfront. I've not been using them in this playthrough because it's DLC, and I have no idea which version of the game you guys are playing. If you're playing the gold version, or have the DLC, by all means, do use them. These are useful. I was using them on my playthrough, but because I don't know who's playing what or which version, this felt a little unfair because it's access something that not everybody gets. So, at least in my situation, I neglected to be using them just because they are DLC and not everyone has the DLC. We have the Evelyn tissue sample, we have a knife, we've got ammo. No herbs to speak of, but with enough exploration, I'm sure we'll get some. The store's locked. We can climb up into here. You can see some pretty serious sickness. But Evelyn's getting close by. That number on the watch will display how close we are to Evelyn. Supplements here. More machine gun ammo. This door is locked from the other side, but we do have this little alcove we can go into.
She's vomiting. Damn, I'll have to reset.
How's it going?
She's vomiting. Far more in excess of her body mass.
Oh, great. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of her ugly friends if this keeps up. All right, we need to find her, and fast. This is getting out of hand.
Agreed.
I'm going to try to be extra vigilant here because I don't remember where everything is. I don't recall there being much in the way in this VHS tape. There are the files, and we can at least rewatch the VHS in case we miss something, so that's something we can at least do, but it is a lot of time spent, like, rewatching a VHS, so be warned. Getting closer again. But these are the friends. Molded are her friends. She wasn't just making that black vomit, she's making molded. So now we've got an ever-present danger. So that's there. This is still a safe room for us for all intents and purposes. So if you need some supplies or if you want to drop off supplies, you do it here. Look like Evelyn. She's getting further away, which means she's going either up or down. elevator said S2, so it's clear. Oh god, okay. Sorry, but this elevator's mine. I was wondering why it wasn't working. I'm like, why can't I access the elevator? She wants us to go down. And I guess, yeah, going down was the only option. These two weren't lit up. Okay. Show me game. She's becoming ever more present again. We're getting closer, and she's further back. But she was closer for a minute, so I think we're going the right way. Mumbled in this direction. So I'm gonna be blunt. I don't like the machine gun. I do not like this. It feels relatively weaker in comparison, and I kinda understand in a way. But I just don't like it. I just don't like how it plays in Resident Evil games. I'm very 50-50 on certain items in video games, and machine gun-like weapons, sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. It's like a fighting game. Sometimes I just have like a niche where like I have one style I want to play as, and honestly the machine gun ain't it. Just doesn't do what I want it to do in this situation. If this was something like Doom where it has like its plasma rifle or its machine gun, honestly I much prefer those. Those ones at least seem to do more damage than what the machine gun does. Blade molded now. Stop missing it by shooting in the head. We're still alive. But this bro's also still alive, and we can headshot him. Gotta keep the gun reloaded at all times, just in case we need it. We have items up here, don't we? Yep, chem fluid. Machine gun ammo. I want to pick them off more than that, but I guess it wasn't meant to be. You can die. We go up and up and up. If there's one thing I could comment right now, and one thing I actually like about the segment, and it's probably just me, one of the few Resident Evil games I have played is Resident Evil Revelations, and that game took place on a ship, known as the Queen Zenobia. This isn't a cruise ship per se, but it is another boat, and as far as I'm aware, some of the same developers that did make Resident Evil Revelations did work on Resident Evil 7, so no wonder there's a boat. We're getting closer to Evelyn. She's right behind this door. Got nothing to make it through.
Alan, I think she's on the other side of this door, but I don't have a key.
Try to melt down the lock. You're on the bottom level, right? Check our luggage.
Still behind that door, but we're gonna need to find some stuff in order to actually, like, unlock the door, because we ain't getting keys for it. We were told our luggage is down here in the basement, in sub-levels. Don't know why I made us go all the way that far to the door to open it, because the handle's, like, right there, and I was trying to aim for the handles, but whatever, we opened it. We don't have our luggage here, but we do have corrosives. Those should hopefully help us melt through the locks. So let's get through the door. We can open it.
Are you mad at me, Mommy?
No, Evie, I'm not mad. Wait, what did you call me?
I don't want to live at the lab anymore. I want a house. And I want you to be my mommy.
Okay, Evie. I'll be your mommy. Just come back with me. Right now. Okay? Evie, wait!
Also, she's pretty hyper-violent for somebody who just wants a family.
Did you find her?
Yes, but she ran off. She's making more friends, Alan. Those things are everywhere.
I told you so.
Are you okay?
You just worry about getting Evelyn back.
not done. Still have to go after her. This watch is pretty useful for that. So we can always at least get, like, it's acting more like a compass, personally, for us. But she's still spawning more of these guys. They weren't kidding about it. He's dead. Nope, that guy isn't. Jump at me. That's what happens when people jump at me. They get shot. I'm missing handgun ammo, or machine gun ammo here. That's pretty good. And yeah, I did miss remote bombs, and I was wondering where they went, because I'm like, we had a new weapon we could pick up, and I couldn't find it. These are remote bombs. We can set them down, and then using another button, we can detonate them. Just getting even further, but if we want to move forward, I say we stock up and prepare. It's like, how does that look like that corrodes? This looks more like they just added more of this fungus and mold onto the door rather than, like, actually letting it be something. That's one thing I never really understood about this segment, is that, like, we're using corrosives to open the door, but, like, that doesn't look like corrosive, personally. Unless it's just the way the engine and the textures are working, it just, like, it looks more like it's burnt than rusted. I don't know. There's a lot I don't know. So Herb over here, like, man, I'm really missing a lot here. More molded, let's say. We don't... Good game. Okay, it's CR to drop one down. It's Y to detonate it. If it doesn't die then and there, then we could have shot it. On my first playthrough, I vividly remember not using enough, like, remote bombs for anything. Let's rectify that. Let's blow 2 of them up for the price of 1. Talk about a bargain. It's really nice we can get more than one of them, because it really helps conserve all the ammunition, because this is a really tough segment and you need all the help you can get. We found her. But she's going back up the elevator, we gotta go back up. Just kinda wish this elevator would take longer. Or, not take longer, what am I saying? I wish it would take less of our time. And someone can't go up the 2nd floor, but we can go up to the 3rd floor.
Emergency safety lockdown system has been engaged.
Fortunately, we can't. Thanks to something going down, it stopped halfway through. So we're getting off on the 2nd floor instead. The 2nd floor has stuff for us. More importantly, we can go back to the safe room.
Damn it. Alan, where the hell are you?
Something must have happened if he's not responding. We need to hurry. I say as if I'm not dirtling myself through this segment. Looking in here. I don't think I went in here originally. Supplements. An herb. Because we have more of those corrosives, we can see what's behind here. More remote bombs. That's always good for us. Nothing in there. Move on. Oh god. Come on. Follow me. You know you wanna. And just like that. Save our machine gun ammo for something later. Back in the dining hall. Nothing back here, even though... Oh, yep, there is something back here. Crap. Crap, 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 crap. Have some machine gun fire. I know you guys like it. Oh. Well, that was a bad time to get interrupted. Okay, where are we? There you is. Well, despite all that, we survived. Take that. It's a first-person shooter. I can do this if I want to. Besides, it's what he gets for spawning a second one. Let's go up or down. What if we go down? Nothing. Great. So our only two courses going up. It's not telling us anything on the radar. But I have to believe. Yep, she's getting close again. We made it back to this room. Let's see if Ellen's okay.
How did you get here?
Where's Evie?
She's out of control. Without the treatments, she's deteriorating.
Well, it's a good thing I'm already dying.
Don't say that.
She trusts you. That little bitch, she never trusted. Okay, wait. Evie, no, Evie, Evie!
Alan,
I didn't mean to
listen.
call you that.
She's
Evie,
trying to take control. You have to fight her. Evelyn, stop! Stop right now!
Don't touch me, don't!
Well, that took a turn. Sorry, Alan. We couldn't save you.
Ethan. You were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this, stay away. Forget that you ever knew me. Have a good life.
So Mia just recorded this, but Ethan never saw this. Someone else saw that video. What Ethan got was just an email. Did Evelyn do this? There's only one way to find out. We gotta pursue.
We'll be together forever. Now do you remember?
Yes, Evelyn. I remember.
Can we be a family like before?
No, Evie. We can't be a family. We were never a family. We will never be a family.
Then I don't need you anymore.
Now that we have full context for what's going on and how all this went down, we still have Ethan to rescue. Next time on Resident Evil 7, we pursue Evelyn, and hopefully she leads us to Ethan. See you guys then.